Man, let me tell you about this wild ride that went down in my neck of the woods a couple years back. Feels like yesterday. Though, the kind of mess that sticks with you, you know? Picture this. I'm sitting in my beat-up pickup, staring at the eviction notice slapped on my mailbox in Willow Creek, this cookie-cutter suburb outside Atlanta where folks pretend everything's peachy, but underneath? It's a powder keg. My name's Lena Hayes, and yeah, I'm the one who flipped the script on the whole damn neighborhood association call and the Willow Creek Guardians. But trust me, they guarded jack squat except their own lily-white egos. It started simple, or so I thought, 3 years ago when I bought this fixer-upper on Elm Street with the last chunk of my grandma's life insurance $15,000 scraped together from her years scrubbing floors in Buckhead mansions. Grandma Ellie, God rest her, always said, "Lena, girl, plant roots deep, but don't let nobody yank 'em up." And I believed her, pouring every dime and sweat-soaked weekend into turning that sagging ranch house into a home for me and my 2 boys, Jamal and little Theo, after their dad bailed for good. I'd just finished the backyard garden, nothing fancy. Heirloom tomatoes and sunflowers grandma swore chased away bad juju when old man Harlan Baxter, the Guardian's president, rolls up in his gleaming Cadillac, tie-knotted like he's heading to court instead of my chain-link fence. Harlan's this retired real estate shark, mid-60s, face like weathered oak, been lording over Willow Creek since the 80s when developers carved it out of red clay to keep the right sort in and everybody else guessing. He squints at my garden shed, that little lean-to I built from scrap lumber, cause the boys needed a fort for their comic books, and says, all syrupy southern drawl masking the venom, "Miss Hayes, we got standards here. That eyesore? It's dragging down property values. Folks like the Millers next door, they've invested in uniformity, you see." I bite back a laugh, heart pounding, because I know what standards really means in places like this. Code for keeping the block looking like a Stepford Wives rerun, no brown skin or bold colors messing up the postcard. But I play it cool, wiping dirt from my hands. "Mr. Baxter, this is my yard, paid for with my sweat and hurting nobody's resale." He chuckles, low and mean, leans in close enough I smell his aftershave. "Standards keep us all safe, Lena." Push back and, well, leans happen. Fine stack up. Before you know it, you're out. That night, staring at Grandma's faded photo on the fridge, her smiling in that Atlanta heat, apron dusted with flour, I feel it twist in my gut, not just anger, but this deep, hollow ache, like all the times growing up folks crossed the street when Mom walked home from her night shifts. Why fight for a patch of earth that don't want you? But then Theo toddles out, clutching his toy shovel, eyes wide like, "Mama, we stay." And damn if that don't light a fire. This ain't just dirt, it's legacy, the one thing I can give him that nobody can foreclose. So I start digging, quiet like, 'cause Harlan's got the board in his pocket, half of old cronies from his realty days, whispering about preserving the neighborhood character over coffee at the clubhouse. Code for keeping Willow Creek 90% white, 10% polite exceptions, like the Asian couple down the block who know better than to complain. Turns out, it's deeper than my shed. Harlan's pushing a secret vote to redevelop the East End, sell off lots to his developer buddy, Clyde Hargrove, for luxury condos that'll price out families like mine. Motive? Greed wrapped in grudge. Harlan lost a bundle in the '08 crash on a bad flip, blames folks like you for tanking the market, says it loud in board minutes I snag from public records. I rally a crew, folks I'd waved to but never really talked with. Rosa the librarian next door, Mexican roots, tired of her kids' bilingual books getting flagged as litter. Jamal's coach, Tyrone, a burly ex-cop who got fined for parking his work truck, cause it looked too blue-collar. Even quiet MS. Evelyn, Harlan's own sister-in-law, widowed and whispering over fence chats about how he bullied her late husband into silence back when they tried integrating the pool parties. We meet in Rosa's basement, beers and bad coffee, mapping it out, me pacing, voice cracking as I spill how that notice hit like a gut punch, reminding me of Mom losing our rental in '99 'cause the landlord forgot to fix the heat, left us shivering through Christmas. Tyrone cracks a grin. "Lena, you got that fire." Harlan's bluffing, but we hit him where it hurts, the wallet and the whispers. Things escalate fast. Like a summer storm you see brewing but can't outrun, Harlan slaps me with a $500 fine for unauthorized structures, then $200 a week till I tear down the shed. His lackey Mel, this weaselly bored treasurer with a comb-over and grudge from when I outbid him on the house tax on nuisance complaints from ghost neighbors. I fight back sneaky, leak the redevelopment docs to the local paper, but Harlan spins it, calls it emergency meeting at the clubhouse, packs it with his yes men. I crash it anyway, heart hammering like a jackhammer, stand up mid-ranthem droning about protecting our way of life, and lay it bare. Way of life? You mean the one where you find single black moms for breathing wrong, while your boy's truck squats in the driveway unmolested? This vote's a cash grab. Harlan, you're cut from Clyde's condos, right? Sell us out for a quick buck, 'cause you can't stand seeing folks like me thrive here. Gasps Ripple. Evelyn nods fierce from the back. Rosa chimes in with her own horror story about the pool gate accidentally locked during her family's picnic. Harlan's face goes beet red, sputters. This is libel. Haseuri stirring up trouble, dividing us. But Mel jumps in, all oily. Votes binding, Lena majority rules, and you're outnumbered. I lean in, voice dropping low. Electric, outnumbered? Or just scared? 'Cause truth's a hell of a equalizer. We lose that night, 12-8, but the whispers spread text from holdouts. Tyrone digging up Harlan's old liens on his own folks for aesthetic violations back when he flipped houses shady. That's when it turns ugly. Personal, like Harlan's peeling back the suburb mask to show the ugly underbelly. Anonymous notes in my mailbox. Go back to the city, don't belong. My brakes get mysteriously tampered, cops call it vandalism, but I know better when Mel's truck idles slow past my house that night. Theo starts asking why kids at school say mama's making trouble, and I break down in Rose's kitchen, tears hot, wondering if grandma's roots are worth uprooting us all. Maybe pack up, start over in the city where at least the hate's honest, not sugar-coated. But Tyrone rallies us underground. We hit City Hall with petitions, 200 signatures from folks tired of the Guardian's grip, exposing how Harlan's standards code for redlining echoes, keeping Willow Creek's East End diverse, just enough to dodge lawsuits, but poor enough to flip cheap. Evelyn flips full. Turns out Harlan froze her late hubby's accounts post-divorce, grudge from when she dated outside the club, and she drops the bomb at the next hearing. Forged meeting minutes. Clyde's emails promising Harlan 20% kickback if the vote passes. Courtroom's packed. Judge, a no-nonsense black woman from the old neighborhood, eyeing Harlan like yesterday's news. He blusters. This is a witch hunt. Hayes is bitter, lost her spot. I stand, steady now, that ache turned steel. Bitter? Nah, Harlan am rooted. You? You're just scared of weeds in your perfect lawn. Gavel drops. Vote voided. Fines reversed. Redevelopment dead. Harlan slinks out, muttering curses, but Clyde cuts ties fast, leaves him holding the bag on his own shady loans. Now, Willow Creek's breathing different, gardens popping up everywhere. Rose's kid teaching Spanish at block parties. Tyrone coaching without side eye. Me? I kept the shed, added grandma's bench under the sunflowers, watched the boys chase fireflies there on summer nights, feeling that twist in my gut ease into something warm, earned. But here's the thing that keeps me up sometimes. Was it justice, or just a win 'cause I had the grit to swing? Harlan's still around, nursing grudges in his big house, and folks like him? They adapt, find new ways to gatekeep. Makes you wonder, in neighborhoods like ours, where do you draw the line between protecting home and just protecting privilege? Drop a comment. What's your take? Ever stared down a bully in your own backyard, or walked away to keep the peace? Hit like if this hit home, share your story, 'cause talking it out? That's how we keep the roots deep.